What up, you guys? It's Rafael, TopShelfCollectibles.com, and today I'm giving you an update by request and popular demand. I'm gonna give you an update, quick rundown of the business, of the basement, and what we got going on, how we've grown, because I think we've been at it for now 8 months or so since we first started. And I think I did a video like this at the very beginning somewhere. I think it was on Instagram, and some people were asking me, if I can do a rundown of the updates of what we got going on the shop. So this is this video, and so I don't know where to start. Let me just show you first what we got going on here. This is brand new, by the way. We got this light from Amazon. It's made a world of a difference for lighting. As you can see, it's really bright, and it covers a lot of area. I have another one that I haven't set up yet. It's gonna go on that side. But here's our tables we still have the same table set up from the very beginning. That's my printer. I still have the label printer right there. Lights, a bunch of cards and slabs that I still have to price out. I did get this custom build. I've never showed you guys this, but I created this custom mat from this one shop that I don't remember the name, but it came out pretty nice. I actually made this myself, put the logo in there, the Top Shop. I was gonna use this to rip like packs live and stuff, never got around it. But regardless, it's a cool mat. This is the setup right here. Here's my laptop. We have a monitor there. This is where I do my video recording. That's the main camera that I use. It used to be on this guy here before, but it was too wobbly, so I moved it. And here you get the background that you normally see on all my videos. Let me show you what we got going on over here. So I never really showed you guys up close, but this is essentially all the ETBs that I have in my personal collection. I am a Mewtwo fan. I've been having that guy for a long time. 151, we got a bunch of cool little plushies in there. Everything on the top here is Scarlet and Violet, and everything in the bottom here is Sword and Shield. I'm gonna try to get the camera straight in there. And then the bottom there we got more Sword and Shield stuff. The idea, I wish I got these from, I think it was IKEA, and I wish there were more a bit taller. So as you can see here, without protection on the ETBs, they kind of fit perfectly, but the moment you add the little case to protect the ETBs, they don't fit, and so I have to put them like this. But it gets the job done. So that's that one. Here's the middle area that is just empty. I don't know what to do with that. Here is the other side of things. So this is where all the prismatic stuff is. The display cases, SPCs. I actually have, there's like about 6 of them over here. And then here in the middle area, we have all of the Scarlet and Violet era. At some point, I'm gonna move these out of here. I'm gonna put more booster boxes. Here at the bottom, it's all of the Sword and Shield. And at the very bottom, those are just placeholder. That's where I'm gonna start to build up the Mega Evolution booster boxes as they come out. But right now, I just got random stuff in there. For the time being, that is another cool Mewtwo that I got a very long time ago. And it's actually, it lights up and everything. It's pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll take it out of the box and do something with that. So this is the background that you guys see on most of the YouTube videos. But talking about the shop, so this is a new table. Actually, my wife got a brand new table because this was her old table and it was too small. It gets the job done. It helps me organize more things. These here is essentially what I was doing to do Whatnot. I did Whatnot for 2 shows and then retired. I made a video about that. That's probably live by the time this video goes up. But let me show you here what we got going on with the shop. So this mess over here is those boxes. Like, one thing that I'm gonna tell you when running online TCG business is the box is chaos. It doesn't get any better. You can organize it, you can keep it, try to keep it neat as much as you can, but it's a battle that you're not gonna win. I always end up with boxes from like ordering stuff or from like just Amazon in general. It's just a bunch of pile of boxes that I just keep them in that pile, and I usually grab from there unless if I don't have any boxes that I'm gonna grab from over there. These over here, by the way, I found them locally. Some business, like I think they went out of business or something, and they had a ton of these. I was paying at Amazon, Sam's or Costco, I was paying, I want to say $13-14 each for these bubble wraps, and it was way cheaper than buying them on Uline. I made a video about that too at the very beginning of the shop. And these people were selling them for $9 a piece. And they told me how many, if you buy more, they will go cheaper. So I was like, okay, I'll take as many as you got. So I got towers of these things now in here. These, by the way, we're gonna throw them away. This one I got it from a card shop that was gonna throw it away after release. These get sent to them by Pokemon Company, and when they decide to throw them away, I was like, hey, this would be a nice little addition to my little area. This one I got it from Target. Actually, it's actually broken on the top, but it holds stuff, and it's empty right now because all my big teeny boxes that I had in there are all sold out. But those are nice little, pieces that I was able to get for free. What do we got here? So all these shelves, these are metal shelves that I ended up buying. I used to use these plastic ones before. These are the ones that you buy for like $70 on Home Depot. I was able to find these on Amazon, and I think I'm gonna leave a link in the description below for these, because these are great. They're made out of metal, and you buy they don't come with these. It's as you can see right there, it's actually like wire, but you don't want the wire because the ETBs will get damaged over time. So you buy these things. Are fairly inexpensive. You can get different colors, but they're just like stands, so keeps it nice and flush and neat. But the cool thing about these is that you can buy wheels, these universal wheels, and you can move them around. They lock, or you can move them around wherever you need them. So if I ever need more space, or I ever need to move things over to that area, I can just, all of these I can just roll them over, instead of having to take product out and then moving it and then rebuild. And it makes things easier. So I'll leave in the description below the link to these metal on Amazon, and the wheels, if you guys are interested in picking that up. I do have a ton of Blooming Waters and Prismatic. Guys, these things, I made a video about this already, and I told you guys, $90 for these things off the market, that's a steal. That's, if you break it down, I broke it down for you guys, it's MSRP. Can't go wrong with that. Same thing with Blooming Waters, those were $90 for the longest time off the market. This is my little box setup I have here. Sometimes my 12-year-old will come and help out, so I created this little labels that I put here. Let me show you, like these labels that would say 8 by 8 by 8, and it will tell you what it fits, like what type of products it fits. I have labels all over for the boxes, and it helps my wife or my son when he comes to help out, my daughters. They can come and they can see what boxes to grab to help out, and then I'll inspect the packages. They like to come down here and help me out when they see me that I'm not making it on time for dinner upstairs. They'll be like, "Dad, what are you doing? Can we come help out so we can go have dinner together?" I was like, "All right, sounds good." I did get this new addition to the shop that I didn't have before, and it has made life much easier. So what we do now is every time there's an order that comes through, we print the orders over there, we bring them over here, we grab this little fancy cart, move this stuff out of the way, and we can do 1, 2, 3, up to 6. And maybe if we empty the bottom one, we can have up to 8 orders. So we roll this cart over to the section here where we have all the product that's on the website, and we then grab the product based on the sheet. We put it on the cart for all the orders and then the 4 or 6 orders that we're gonna do, and then we roll the cart over to the box area. We look at what boxes we're gonna need. We grab the boxes, put it on the cart, and then we roll the cart over to the shipping area. And then that way we can just set it up like so. And then we have the table right here with the scale. We got tape, scissors, all the tools over there, and the bubble wrap zips over here. And then we got the wrapping paper right here. And then, we get all the packages shipped over here, and then we take them all the way to that area, which is the area where we put them in bags for USPS to come pick them up. I still have a bunch of these. You guys have ordered from us. You guys have seen these are the thank you cards with QR codes to our website and QR codes to our social media. My kids usually help out cutting those out because they take time. I did buy this thing that actually helps with cutting those. Really, it's like a cutter. Well, you guys have seen these. These are like the cutters that helps you cut much nicer paper. It helps out, gets the job done faster. So that's a new improvement. There's a lot of new improvements that have allowed us to move and fulfill product much easier. I do have a ton of prismatic evolutions. As you guys, like I tell you guys on most of my videos, I put my money where my mouth is. So prismatic evolutions is a great set to have. I do have Surgery Spark, prismatic evolutions, bonds of prismatic evolutions. A lot of these 2-packs, I actually bought them off the market from people that were trying to get rid of them the day they came out because they're so cheap at Costco and Sam's, and so they are willing to sell them for like 30, 40 bucks, quick money for them, but long term for somebody that wants to hold them, it's a no-brainer. Okay, so we got over here more just random stuff, more boxes, and over here we just got more paper, tools, PSA slab cases, tape, a bunch of tape. These are very useful for small packages. I always keep a bunch of these available. and those are just more tools. And when we got a lot more boxes piled up in that corner over there. But yeah, there is I bought this brand new PSA slab case that is really nice. I actually bought this from distribution, and I figured out how to unlock this one, but I think I did something wrong when I was looking at the instructions, and this side is locked and I have no idea what the code is. So now I need to figure out how to fix that. So it's just sitting there for now. What else? Yeah, so there you have it. There is shipping area right there. That is packing materials, tape, and boxes. That back there, it's all of the stuff that's on the website. The stuff on the top is like Prismatic Evolutions, Twilight Mask, just sealed boxes of things that I'm not willing to move. They're just sitting from my personal collection, and including all of this stuff right here behind is all my personal collection. None of this is on the shop. Under the shop. This is just my personal collection that I'm keeping long term, and I continue to add to it as I progress through the eras, or through the sets, if you will. But yeah, what else we got here? Here we got a little gym area, some weights, some stuff. There's a lot more stuff over there that we have to build up, but I have a stash of like random stuff in here, like this, for example. This is a Gengar eraser Twilight Masquerade thing that is really cool. We have a bunch of, like, look, I'm just gonna show you. See, this is just a random pile. This is music for when we work out. Prismatic Evolutions text stickers. We don't see those anymore. And then these are Prismatic Evolutions 2-packs. You don't see those anymore. None of these are on the shop. And then we got more Pico stuff. Every time I get a chance, I pick up these. Every time I see them for a decent price, I pick up these anime. I do like anime, so I have a bunch of these. Union Arena. This is Sword Art Online. I like that anime. Full Metal Alchemist. Me and my son, we watch a lot of anime. So every time we see these, we haven't ripped through too many of them. This is a good one. Jujutsu Kaisen. None of these are on the website. I think at some point I'm gonna load them up to the website. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. We do have a pile. We still have a pile of things that we stash away that are damaged. So these are damaged pile. So we have ETBs, as you can see. Every time we get something that's damaged, I don't know if you can see that, that's damaged, we put it aside, because obviously I don't want to ship this stuff to anybody on the website, because the idea is that if you're buying an ETB, I don't know what the damage is in this one. Oh, there. You see that? It's cut open. If I were buying from any shop, I would want my stuff to come clean, because I put them on a shelf and I want them to not have any damage. So I take it as if it was me ordering, and if I have anything that is damaged, I usually put it on the side over there, and I keep the cleanest stuff for the website to ship to you guys. I haven't had any issues with anybody, saying that the stuff has arrived damaged yet. So touch and wood on that. But yeah, we are progressing through. I think we're getting to the point where we may need more shelves back there, and we're getting to the point where we're gonna need more shelves for boxes over there. We're selling through, I don't know, on a weekly basis. I think we're doing now close to, I don't know, 20, maybe 20, 25 orders, some large, some very large orders. We've had, I think our biggest order was close to $2,000 at some point, which was insane. I had to split it in like different boxes. I learned how to do that on Shopify. I'll be making more businessy videos here very shortly into the winter months to show you guys what all we got going on. Maybe show you some tricks and tips that I've learned in Shopify for those of you interested in opening your own TCG and having your own website to sell this stuff. But yeah, it's fun times. Let me know in the comment section down below what else you guys want me to show you guys. It could be website related, it could be taxes, but nobody likes taxes. But I do actually personally enjoy it. I do have other businesses where I dabble into like taxes and accounting at the end of the year and doing all that, Nexus and stuff like that, which is kind of a pain. But if you guys are interested in that, let me know. And yeah, as always, stay positive, keep your head up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.